Good morning, students. So, till now we had completed our wool fiber. Today we are going to start second type of animal fiber, that is silk fiber. Silk fiber is also an animal fiber which we are going to discuss in this chapter. So before going to silk fiber, first let's revise some topics which we had already discussed. What you have to do, you have to pause the video and try to answer these questions, try to write the answers of these questions in your rough notebook. You have to, i'm I'm going to speak the questions, and after that you can pause the video and you can write your answers. So first question is, what is animal fiber? So you have to tell which fiber is called animal fiber. Second question is, name two fibers which we can obtain from animals. You have to write two examples of animal fiber in this question. Third question is, name any three animals which produce wool. You have to write any three name of any three animals which can give us wool. There are so many animals, but you have to write only three examples. Okay, so now just pause the video and write the answers. I hope you have written your answers, so you can match. The fibers which we obtain from animals are called animal fiber. Second, two types of animal fiber are silk and wool. Next question was, you have to write three animals from which we can get wool. I have written here five examples. More animals are also there, so you can check it by yourself. You have to write the name of wool giving animals. So our aim of the day is life cycle of the silk moth. In silk fiber, mainly we are going to discuss about the life cycle of a silk moth. We know we obtain the silk fiber from silk moth. So firstly we have to go through all the stages of silk moth, how it grow up, how it produce the silk fiber, from which stage we can obtain the silk fiber. Firstly you have to know all these steps, only then we are going to discuss about how we obtain the silk fiber. Okay, so what is silk fiber? Silk fiber is a very soft and shiny fiber. You have seen silk, your mother, maybe you have seen your mother or your grandmother wearing silk saris. So those silk saris are made up of the silk fiber. The silk worm spin the silk fiber. From where we get the silk fiber? From the silk worms. And this process of rearing the silkworm and then obtaining the silk is called sericulture. It has a proper name. Rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Life history of a silk moth. So silk moth has a lifespan of about 2 months, and in its lifespan of 2 months it has 4 stages of development. Each silk moth goes through 4 stages of development. 4 lives, you can say 4 life stages of a silkworm. So here are the 4 life stages of a silkworm. First stage is egg. Egg becomes larva or caterpillar. Larva becomes pupa, and from pupa it becomes adult silk moth, and the cycle continues. Again the adult moth will lay eggs and this cycle goes on. Clear? This is the life cycle of a silkworm, having 4 stage: eggs, larva, pupa and adult silk moth. First stage is egg. So a female silk moth lays eggs from which hatch larvae which are called caterpillars. A silk moth lays about 500 eggs on the mulberry leaves. You can see this picture. It is mulberry leaf, and on which there are so many eggs which are given by the female silk moth. These eggs hatch into tiny larva or caterpillar. So you can see the egg changes to larva, or second name is caterpillar. This structure, this is called caterpillar. Next stage is pupa. The caterpillar grow in size, and when the caterpillar is ready to enter the next stage of its life history called pupa, it first weaves a net to hold itself. Firstly, it weaves a net so that it can hold itself. Then it swings its head from side to side in the form of 8. It starts to swing its head in the form of 8, and during these movement of the heads, the caterpillar secretes fiber made of the protein. It starts secreting a fiber which is made up of protein, and when this protein comes in the contact of air, it becomes hard, and finally it becomes silk fiber. And soon the caterpillar completely covers itself by the silk fiber. In that stage, we are not able to see caterpillar, we just see the roll of thread. That stage is called cocoon. Let me show you cocoon. See, caterpillar is inside this cocoon, and from the upper side we can only see this structure on which silk fiber is completely covered. This stage is called pupa, and this structure is called cocoon. The further development of the moth continues inside the cocoon. It is covered with the silk fiber, but it continues to grow inside the cocoon. Pupa is an inactive state, and after 10 to 12 days, pupa changes into an adult silk moth, and it comes out of the cocoon. It just cut that covering and it comes out as an adult moth. So class, this was the life cycle of a silkworm. The silk thread is obtained from the cocoon of the silk moth. We have seen that fiber which is secreted by the caterpillar, which cover the caterpillar completely, that is the silk thread, and we have to obtain the silk thread from the cocoon of the silk moth. And there is a variety of silk moth which looks very different from one another. That's why the fiber which is obtained from the different silk moth is also different in texture. Their smoothness, their level of smoothness is different, their level of shine is also different, and it is all because of the different variety of the silk moth. So class, we will discuss only up to here, and we will discuss how we obtain the silk fiber from the silkworm in next video. Okay, so here is your homework. What you have to do, you have to collect the pieces of silk cloth of various type, of different types. Try to collect the silk cloth of different types, and you can paste them in your scrapbook. And second, what you will do, you will have to write the names of all 4 life stages of silk moat. You can write this answer in your rough notebook. Clear? Okay class, that's all for today. Thank you so much. All the best.